Yeah, give me a sec. I'm coming up with 32.33, repeating, of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, it's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums,
ready, guys?
let's do this. Zero Dragons!
Oh my god, he just...
I love that video
so much. Welcome to URN special episode. We have a real special guest today. Joining us from Connecticut. Big fans up there. Got big plans this year. NICK ANGLACE. You suck, Reed. God.
It's your job to.
I thought you were going to do it wide, and then you.
Anyways, here he is.
Hey, Nick.
You are terrible.
You never told me I was supposed to be the one to take care of it.
I figured you would do it while I did that. Welcome.
I don't know, big plan.
Oh no, you're laggy.
Damn it, Steve.
I know. I said something earlier and I fucking jinxed it. I'm sorry.
Technical difficulties.
Where's that banner we have that flashes technical difficulties that I made? Nick,
You made it. I was the one that made it.
We good?
Oh, that's right, you did. Nick, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I think we're good. Who wants to take the first question we got for our guest?
Just you. Because I don't
Me?
have them pulled up.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your racing background.
For those who.
So my story is a little bit different than other people. I actually started out hating racing. I hated everything about it. But I started racing go-karts in 2009 at the kart club up here in Connecticut. And we won races, only like 2 or 3 cars. So if you want to say we won. So we won some races with that. And then I did that racing and thought it was the stupidest thing. We started getting into SK like way down the road. So 2009, and we didn't get back into racing until 2006. So then we go and we fight racing, and we've had success looking into everything else that we've got going on.
Hey, Nick, you're lagging quite a bit with the audio, buddy. I don't know what's going on.
Difficulties, yay.
You got a laptop?
A laptop? Yeah.
It might work better on that.
We apologize, guys.
We've had this problem before. That's
Typical URN difficulties. So
God, we can't get anything right.
typical StreamYard difficulties. It
So
doesn't like phones.
well, crap.
Well,
Give me 2 minutes.
All right, let's give Nick a few minutes. We'll sit here and BS until he comes back.
all right. Let's talk about everyone's favorite event.
The Clash.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Screenshot that, Tyler.
Gonna be honest. I was in the middle of a hockey game, so I really didn't really watch it. But I do know Martin Truex Jr. won, and RCR come firing out of the gates with a 2-3 finish, which is
I was close.
impressive.
I was close. I was off by 2. I said cow.
It reminds me a lot of RFK last year in the clash or the duels, showing up early and doing nothing all year, which is what I'm scared of for RCR.
Well, see, RFK missed the Clash 2 years in a row.
I don't know. I think with RFK, I think it's the fact that they are still rebuilding. They're not quite to where they need to be.
It's the fact that they're Fords.
Hold up now. Don't hate on the Blue Oval that much.
He's right.
Don't hate on the Blue Oval that much. I'm a Ford guy through and through. But, I mean...
That's because you're from the backwoods of Georgia.
I'm sorry, I grew up watching Elliott and all those other guys.
I grew up watching Bill Elliott. I'm still a Chevy guy.
Well, I happen to live in fucking Jasper, Georgia, which is right next to Dawsonville. So, I mean,
Toxic waste.
yeah, probably it's all the water.
It's nuclear waste getting to your head, making you think Ford's good.
I mean, Ford has put out a lot of crappy products the past couple years, but it's just Ford. But all American
everything
manufacturers
they
have.
make.
Yeah, Mach-E, terrible mistake. Anyways,
Truex
one
dominated.
We forgot to go live on Facebook.
Perfect.
Oh,
Let's
well.
restart.
I forgot we were back on Facebook this week.
Supposed to be, anyways.
My bad.
Yeah, that's his fault.
No, well, okay. In John's defense, I'll defend John. Whatever was said, the person deserved it. Because, John kind of went off on somebody, but, it is what it is. It's
They
in the past.
deserved it. And they deserve to get banned like I got banned for posting the same stuff.
Anyways, so Truex, I figured he was going to do good, but I thought it was going to be somebody like Denier and somebody got the win. My man Bubba was doing okay. He was doing okay. And then I'm not going to comment about Austin Dillon, but.
I'm going to make a comment about Austin Dillon. Okay, what's the deal with the mustache?
He's trying to be Dale. What?
I don't think he's trying to be Dale. I think he's trying to be somebody else. I mean, he's got a little mustache. He's a short little man that might have anger issues. Did he fail at art school? I mean,
I was about to say, how's his drawings?
Is he an inbred?
I think some big takeaways from the clash were Truex is finally back. Bubba's going to have speed this year.
23 and 23.
Hell yeah.
Just because Tyler loves
Kyle
Bubba
Busch
Wallace.
is going to do better at Childress than most people are expecting him to.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
And moving on from the clash, our man, Ryan Preece.
Ryan Preece is going to be underrated throughout most of the
now
year.
That he's back, let's add him back in here.
And once again, we have.
I'm back.
We got Nick.
We got Nick.
My gaming setup.
Same.
Nick is back.
So, see if it works again.
Right.
Sorry to ask the same question, but tell us a bit about your racing background.
So I started in 2009 at the Nutmeg Kart Club, and we won some races going against 2 or 3 people. So then after that, I pretty much didn't do anything. Next time I got into a race car was 2016 when I got into my father's SK Light. It was basically sitting, and I'm like, dude, why don't you let me drive it one time? So he's like, all right. So we went up to Waterford, and we did a Thursday night practice, and the lap times were just as good as everybody else that was racing. So then we're like, all right, we may have something. And then, I hated racing up until I got into up until I actually sat in a car. I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. But then we started racing SK Lights for the last 5 or 6 years. We've done that, and we've had a lot of success with that. And now we're moving, never did I think that my career would take us past SK Lights, but then we've done SK Lights, we've done tour cars, SK modifies, ARCA cars, and now we're moving on to other things.
So with other things, that makes me think you got something planned for 23. What are we doing in 23?
So there's nothing concrete at the moment. We've had a lot of talks. So to be like 100% transparent, the plan was to try and do some ARCA races this year. And then we went down, and it started with the test, and we were fast at the test, and we're like, all right, this is cool. And from there, we ended up getting approved to do any ARCA races. So we're like, all right, let's do that. And then after talking to some, the team that we were with and talking to some people that were like helping me out, they're like, dude, honestly, like probably not the best investment. You could probably do something bigger at a less cost. So I'm like, well, don't you got to be approved for that? Yeah, you got to be approved for it, but just submit a resume and just see what they say. So then I ended up talking to Brett Bodine at NASCAR, and they approved me to do some truck racing. So then we started asking around for truck races, and they're like, hey, pretty much they approved me up to 1.25 miles for tracks. And when you talk to some of the teams, all of the costs was significantly either the same as ARCA or cheaper than ARCA. And it was like, well, that should be the next goal. Like that should be where we're going to be. So we don't really have anything concrete. We've talked to a lot of different teams. We have some ideas of what we're looking at sponsorship wise. And other than that, I am, as much as I really want this to happen, I'm grinding, emails. I was up last night till 3 a.m. doing emails. I ordered Papa John's at like 2 a.m. So, it's pretty much nonstop trying to get the money to come up and do it, because nobody's going to lie. It's going to take money to put that deal together. And if it's not there, then there's going to be no truck races, and we're just going to stick to our tour modified. But, if the money's there, we're going to do some truck races and hopefully keep it going.
So, who are some of your heroes in the modified world?
Definitely Ryan Preece. I'm a big Ryan Preece fan. We've been very close with his family, and growing up around him. There's pictures of me at Victory Lane with him at 11 or 12 years old. So obviously a big Ryan Preece fan. And then that's pretty much it. Ted Christopher. Little cool tidbit is, we were close with Ted Christopher up until he, died in 2017. But the car that he drove at Waterford is actually my Open 80 car. We ended up buying a car that was a former Ted Christopher car. So that's always pretty cool.
Okay.
JP.
What era or series would be like your favorite if you had the opportunity to race in? Whether it's any dirt opportunity or any era in NASCAR, open wheel, anything.
So me, I could drive anything. Like I would be willing to drive anything in the world. But if I had to pick one thing on the NASCAR side of things, I would say it's probably the Xfinity series. I love the way that the Xfinity series cars look. I love the way that they race. I love everything about those cars. I've never had aspirations of being a Cup guy. One day I want to be an Xfinity guy, and I think that there's a very good chance that could happen one day. I've never wanted to be a Cup guy, so Xfinity series is probably my favorite as far as the asphalt stuff goes. Other than that, I've always wanted to run the Chili Bowl. I've never done dirt racing like in a midget or anything like that, but I've always wanted to do the Chili Bowl for whatever reason.
So, who are your favorite competitors out there? You got anybody you like racing more than others?
I mean, it depends. It's brutal. I used to have some people that I'd like racing around, and then they kind of lost that respect a little bit. It's all a respect thing. And once you like ruin that, it's ruined for me. There's some people that I've raced for 5 years, and you have a couple here and there incidents. And then like this past year, they went and just completely demolished everything that they've did for the last 5 years. And it's like, all right. So I don't think that there is anybody that I enjoy racing around.
Dang.
Wow. All right. So I've got a kind of unique off the wall question here.
Oh boy.
So you've probably never heard this one. All right. Now throw this back into your mind. Let's go back to 2006.
Oh God.
NASCAR 2006, the EA Sports game.
Mm-hmm.
If you could run a modified on Dodge Stadium, where do you think you would finish?
The race car driver in me wants to say that I'd win it, and the realist in me says probably somewhere inside the top 10.
All right. It's kind of set up like Bowman Gray. I don't know if you've ever been to Bowman Gray Stadium.
Yeah, I've never raced Bowman Gray. To me, I can't bring myself to race Bowman Gray. I think that with what they do there with $100,000 race cars is like,
it's not a good investment. It's worse than ARCA.
Yeah. If I was a millionaire,
worse
that's
than
where
ARCA.
I'd be. If I had $1 million, hell yeah, I'd go do that. But
It's like driving for petty cash.
that's unreal what they do.
I hope you heard that.
You got something, John?
Shit, that was a good one.
What are some of your dream tracks that you want to race at out there?
The biggest one was Daytona. That was something, we're not going to be doing any Daytona racing this year, but which sucks. I'd love to race Daytona, but dream tracks, it was Daytona. I guess it technically still could be Daytona. I think that racing Daytona is going to be a lot different than testing Daytona. So definitely Daytona is still on my list. Other than that, the number one goal that I have that hopefully within the next year or two I can accomplish is I want to run Tour Modifieds at New Hampshire.
Oh yeah.
I've been dying to do that.
Just make sure you don't get run over by Corey though.
Yeah. It's a fun fact. The guy that owned Corey LaJoie's car was actually my ex car owner. I drove for the same guy.
Nice. Are there any other forms of motorsport besides just the asphalt racing world that you love to do one day?
If I somehow became a 100 millionaire, because even a millionaire wouldn't be enough to be able to do anything like that. I'd like to do F1. I think F1 would be pretty cool. That'd be something. But that's a dream. I don't have 300 million or something like that to get into that sport.
So can we talk about the double middle finger at the start line of Stafford?
What are you talking about?
I was told to ask that.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. What do you want to know? I'm an open book.
Tyler, you want to chime in on this in the comments?
Oh, boy.
I was told to ask about the start-finish line of Stafford and the double middle fingers. I think it was last year.
What do you want to know?
Hey, Tyler, what do you want to know?
As soon as we have our
Okay, cool.
viewer.
Anyways, I'll take on the next question since we're waiting. Oh, hold up. Okay. Go ahead. Greatest video known to man.
I would agree.
I watched it live. It was awesome.
I still rewatch it. I love that video.
So
lacking in this sport, like people, as much as they hated what I did, I think that there was that little bit of them that appreciated it and was like, you know what? I came here to watch some racing. I didn't expect that, but at least the guy is being himself. Like, at least.
Oh, dude, I just immediately.
I think there's a little bit of appreciation.
I loved it.
Can we pull that? Can we pull that video feed?
Tyler, send me that video.
Can we watch that? We'll watch that in just a minute. So the next question I've got for you, Nick.
Send me that
if you
video
could
on
compare
Facebook,
yourself to any current driver in any series, who would you say your driving style is most like?
My driving style? Oh boy. I want to say the part of me wants to say Ryan Preece, but I think me and Ryan Preece are two different levels. Like I'm the miniature Ryan Preece where I don't win as much, and we have similar personalities, and he's just like he's the final version of Ryan Preece. Like, we come from the same place. We pretty much take similar paths to do what we want to do, and like we both have that goal of where we want to be one day, and we don't let anything stand in between that. All the way down to like people that have sponsored Ryan Preece are people that have helped me out in the past. So it's like even the sponsors are coming and gravitating towards me. So maybe.
Do we?
It's different style of modifieds, but I'm just curious. Are you familiar with the Modifieds of Mayhem tour?
I am not.
It's a modified tour here in the Southeast. They run at Five Flags, Nashville Fairgrounds, Montgomery, which is my home track. I was just curious if you were familiar with it.
Are they similar to what they run at New Smyrna, the Florida Modifieds? Like,
yeah.
Similar?
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
I believe I've seen something like that.
Any y'all got any other questions?
Hold up, I'm getting messages.
Oh.
Trying to get that video up.
Well, I'm trying to. And then other people are messaging, being stupid.
So since we cover all sports and the ungovernable aspect,
Of course, this idiot can't find it.
Nick, you said you're from Connecticut, correct?
So,
Yeah.
okay, here's my question. What is your opinion on Brian Narducci?
Brian Narducci?
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy, honestly. Like if I don't have anything nice to say about somebody, trust me, like I will not try and find it. But like Brian is just such a good guy. Like that's all I have to say about Brian. I didn't even really know him or talk to him before 2022. Like we kind of raced against each other a couple times, and that was pretty much the extent of it. But then once we started, Tyler's saying he's a hack. Once we started to actually like work with Petty Cash Motorsports and really started to work closely with them, and we were in the shop. That's when we started to hang around Brian, and he's a good guy. He's funny. Like I like being around Brian, and he's not secretive. Like there's been times at the track where obviously we would park right next to each other, and I'd go up to him and I'd tell him like, "Hey, this is what's going on. How could I fix this?" Like he's helped me with some things in the SK Light. He's even helped us with some setup tips that he learned and over the course of different things. So he's always been a big help, I would say.
Yes, that's a good one.
Oh man.
Because I have opinions.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get screwed either way I swing it.
No, you're good.
I mean,
We'll support you either way.
So impartially, I did buy the car from Tyler. The 73 car is now mine. So I do want to say, go towards the.
So you
Petty
bought
Cat
the airplane? Holy shit!
Yeah, I don't. I guess the 50 car it's aggressive. We'll say that.
Were mistakes made?
Big mistakes were made. What we're talking about, what Tyler's talking about.
Yeah.
See, I don't know Tyler's vehicle, so
The 85 and former 73.
Oh.
But the 50, my opinion, the 50 is an ass.
That's fair.
So,
he definitely just is a little aggressive, but I mean, that's some people call me aggressive, so that's
Everyone's aggressive.
So back on the question I had, you said you're from Connecticut. So do you like hockey?
I never got into hockey. I went to a few games for the teams that we have, like the local teams that we have around here.
Is this your favorite player?
Sure.
It's our favorite player.
This is our favorite player.
Like it was never something that I got into. I keep telling my girlfriend that one of these days we're gonna go to a hockey game, and we just never do. It's never been something I got into. However, if the Danbury Trashers were still putting on some hockey games, and to the extent of what they were doing, I would definitely love to go to that.
I wish they were still around. They are the most ungovernable hockey team ever.
I don't know, man. There's some teams in the ECHL that are getting there.
You've never
did their 13-year-old owner go down for tax fraud?
You've never seen
the
story of the Trashers. The story of the Danbury Trashers is the greatest story ever.
Can somebody, Nick? Do you know this story?
I'll go. No. I'll go.
Yeah.
So there was a trash company, and this guy bought his 16-year-old son a hockey team, and it became the most ungovernable thing possible. Whether it's throwing stuff at the commissioner, it turned into WWE most nights.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
He would place bets. Like if one guy would take out another guy, he'd like leave money in their locker and be like, "Here, good job."
Dude, that sounds like a hockey team ran by URN.
It is the greatest hockey team ever.
And I'm pretty sure they went down for tax fraud.
They did. Same thing Al Capone got caught for.
Can't get you for anything else, but by God, they'll get you for tax fraud.
Yeah. If they were still around, I think it'd still be a booming business.
Probably.
Tax fraud or
Oh, not tax fraud.
Both.
Both.
there's nothing wrong with
So,
swindling the
are
government.
there any other sports that you partake in watching in when you're not racing?
I live and breathe racing. Like everything that wasn't racing got phased out of my life a long time ago. It like Super Bowl, I don't even care. So I actually played football for like 10 years and I ended up giving it up to go racing. Like basically I played all the way up to freshman, like sophomore year of high school. And it basically became like, you know, you can't race because everything that you do with racing, you know, you'll be at football practice 5 days a week and then you'll have football games. So you can't race. All right, well then I'll just stop playing football. So anything that's not racing related got phased out of my life. Like I'll probably watch the Super Bowl, but I really don't care. I used to be a Patriots guy, and then everyone was like, "Oh,
There we go.
You're just a hype beast."
At least you're not a Giants fan.
Oh hell no!
No, fuck
Giants
the
are terrible. I
Went to a
hate
Giants
Giants.
game
So,
10 years ago, but I wouldn't say.
I hate Eli Manning.
The Giants are a terrible franchise.
I guess this kind of starts, you know, our other segments of the show. You're more than welcome to stay on, and you know, just talk sports with us because that's really all we're planning on doing.
Whatever you want me to do.
So-
Otherwise, I can
It's
go
up to
eat.
you.
It's all up to you,
That's
buddy.
up to you, man.
All right. Well, it's up to me. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. I put that aside. Oh, what did Tyler say? End goal was to bring the team up in.
Tune into the ECHL and build a new one. And TurboTax never used.
But yeah, man, thanks
I
for
don't-
coming on the show. It was really cool talking to you.
Not
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, we definitely need to have you on again. Maybe next time as a Craftsman Truck Series driver.
Question mark?
Wink.
Hey, it all depends on the dollar signs. That's all. it
But
comes
good
down to.
luck with this season.
Well,
here.
Yes,
luck.
yes. Good luck. Hopefully you do great.
Win some SK Light races or whatever.
See what happens. All right. I'll see you guys later.
See you,
Thank
bro.
you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, what we gonna talk about now?
Oh well.
You tell me, and I'll bring up the graphic.
Well,
I mean, I just buried the Giants, so
I mean, we don't really have any more to really talk about in the NFL.
Yeah, football.
no,
we
yeah,
talked
that's
about
done.
we
Who
gave our
cares?
Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, Super Bowl's next week or this
Yeah,
week.
this Sunday, dummy.
This Sunday. Sorry, shit. I don't even
There's a
fucking know what
football
it is.
game this week. Don't really matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It's just gonna be the
Yeah,
most
the
watched game
Cowgirls aren't in
ever.
it, so I mean it's fine.
The Giants aren't in it, so that's
That's
a
fine,
good
too.
thing. That's a plus.
The Patriots
So-
aren't in it, but I'm kind of used to
That's a
that here
plus.
recently.
We had talked a little bit about the clash in the racing world. Really, the only next big thing I can think about is the fact that in a couple weeks we got the Great American Race coming up.
Yup.
We'll talk
Um,
about that next week, though.
Remember, guys, that's
Yeah,
on the
that's
19th.
mainly what we'll talk about next week.
Well, after hockey.
Now
And
that our guest is gone, if you don't mind, I'm going to update the background.
That's fine with me. What
we
was
also
the background?
talked
I didn't even notice it.
the disclaimer the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
So, Steve, there's a sort of charity thing going on, right?
Yes.
Come here.
If you guys kind of look behind me, actually, Reed,
That's
pull up this graphic. So, URN off the crossbar, which is mostly done by the guy above me, Swamp Donkey, and myself, and everybody else helps out.
Wow.
We are trying to break a
Wow.
world record here. Well, thank you, Reed, for being my
For
My
spending
goat.
$160 in one day on URN stuff.
yeah. If it wasn't for Reed, half the shit we do wouldn't exist.
Oh, I'm about
Anyway,
to send you money for the Bears, by the way, Steve.
awesome. So we have gathered in total in donations and things that all of us have put together 137 bears so far. They're all bagged up right here. There's 2 more trash bags that are elsewhere. I've got to go pick up probably another 50 or 60 bears.
Are you
in the
gonna
next
get a
couple
big one?
days. Oh, there's a big one in there. There's one
Right.
sitting in my living room that's like a human size.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
But we have 137 bears so far. We're expected 200. The world record that we're trying to break is, I think, 57,000. That was set by the Hershey, Pennsylvania hockey team. I don't even freaking know their name. It's the Hershey Bears, right? Yeah, there you go,
That's
Hershey
correct.
Bears. Yeah, thanks, Toasty. But anyways, this is going towards the Atlanta Gladiators Teddy Bear Toss. That's going to be this Saturday in Atlanta. We are playing
No,
Cincinnati.
thought it was in fucking Ohio,
No,
California. I didn't know
no.
it'd be in Atlanta.
Yeah, we are in Atlanta. So basically, if you don't know what Teddy Bear Toss is, it's a charity that multiple teams do. Usually they do it around Christmas. This one's a little awkward. I don't know why we chose in February. I guess Valentine's Day. But all the teddy bears here that you see.
That's because you're in Atlanta and y'all are fucking slow at everything.
Hey now. But everything that you see here is going towards Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and local charities within the Atlanta metro community.
Did you get Chase to pitch in?
No, I didn't.
Well, he sucks.
I can't
Chase
get in
Elliott.
touch with Chase. I haven't
Chase
tried
Elliott.
either. But yeah, so URN will be there, myself and one of our correspondents, Stitch, my sister. We will be there with Media Day, with press credentials, talking to all the players that are involved, talking to the team, talking to everybody behind the scenes that are going to help us make this the biggest teddy bear toss in Atlanta.
Speaking of Stitch, got some pictures.
Oh, yeah. So Sunday we were at Savannah versus Atlanta. That was a not necessarily ungovernable game. There was a lot of pushing and shoving.
Did y'all win or lose?
We actually lost in overtime. You're behind us currently in the standings. Shut the hell up. But we're currently playing right now. We're probably losing. I haven't checked the damn score.
It's 2-1. I don't want to talk about it.
It's 2-1. You mean to tell me that the Gladiators are actually beating the shit out of the Swamp Rabbits because you like to talk shit? I'm going to sit here and talk shit. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, but yeah, we got some good pictures. We got probably over 1,000 pictures. I really didn't have enough time to sit down and edit everything.
Who the fuck takes 1,000 pictures at a hockey game?
I mean, I take 1,000 pictures every time I go to a race. So
yeah, we take.
I can confirm that, Reed.
Yeah, it was like 1,700 pictures.
At Talladega.
I take pictures of everything and I don't even take that many.
Well, are you using professional cameras?
Yeah, it's called iPhone.
Yeah, no, we were using professional cameras. These every click takes about 5 or 6 shots. So sitting there trying to get the best graphics. I really wish I could have got the graphic of Oliver taking a massive swing at one of the Savannah players. That was glorious. It happened right in front of us. We had the cameras going. I couldn't find it in the catalog because like I said, there was 1,700 pictures. But Stitch got the picture of Oliver making contact with his jaw, and it was glorious. It was the greatest picture I've ever seen. And then I go to try to download it, and I can't find it on my server, which is my luck. But yeah, that was a heartbreaking OT loss.
I suppose if you are cool with it, I can show these standings real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and show us the standings.
So, need me to zoom in any?
Yeah.
Reed, if you want to take the central.
Way.
Here. Is that any better?
Yeah, it's a little better. So these are the ECHL standings, guys. We got the Fuel leading, but I'm gonna let Reed take over and just read off the current standings of where we're at.
See the Central. We got. I know none of these teams. The Fuel, Cyclones, Walleye, Comets, Nailers, Wings, and the Heartlanders. Know nothing about any of these guys. Then we got.
They all suck.
Okay. Let's see. I was going to say they're fairly close, but no, they're not.
I got Cincinnati winning Saturday.
I do not.
Mountain. Oh, boy. Steelheads are leading. Then it's Thunder, Mavericks, the Americans, the Rush, the Grizzlies, and the Oilers.
Why do the Rush suck?
Why did the Americans suck?
Yeah, I was going to say the
The
Americans
four.
aren't great.
But then again, it's Americans playing a Canadian sport, so I mean,
It should
Something
be the
that we own.
Texans.
the Texans, yeah, that'd be freaking hilarious.
Let's move on over. Actually, no, this is the conference that matters to y'all. I'm going to save it for last.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, let's do
North,
it last.
Growlers, Royals, Mariners, Railers, Lions, Thunder, and Admirals.
God, I feel bad if you're a
Jesus.
Norfolk fan. Dude, they've won 8 games this year.
Hey, you could be a Delaware Thunder fan. They've only won 1 game.
Delaware's only won 1 game?
Yeah, in the FPHL.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I'm sitting here looking at the Thunder standings. It shows they've won 15 and lost 20. I mean, that's not any better.
That's not the Delaware Thunder, though.
But I feel bad for you Norfolk fans, man. That's got to suck. 8-33. You have no shot at anything.
Who's their NHL team?
I want to say they're Toasted. Do you know who that is? Their affiliate?
I have no idea.
It's,
And then to the conference that matters to 2 of these guys.
Close
Yeah,
battles, boys.
South.
this is a close battle all the way through.
Everblades.
We're tied. How do
Stingray.
you want to talk shit?
Pretty
No, I'm
much
saying the
about
whole conference.
No,
This
I'm talking
conference makes up the ECHL currently,
They should just take the
Iceman.
whole conference and throw it in the damn playoffs.
minus the Solar Bears and the Ghost Pirates.
And then the
Even-
2 teams these
Shit,
guys are
even
always
throw them
bitching
in there.
about.
They're better than half the other teams.
I see
Yep.
that we've lost pretty much all our viewers. So,
That's what happens when you suck at talking sports like us.
that's what happens when your guest leaves.
Yeah, that's fine. So let's look here.
Hey,
Who is
next-
their sponsor?
affiliate, not sponsor?
The Thunder
Affiliate.
is the New Jersey Devils.
You.
No, well, how do they suck then?
Because all their
Oh,
players are
It makes
named for Devils.
sense. It makes
It's a
sense.
trash team, isn't it?
It's Detroit.
I was looking
I'm
at the
sorry,
wrong one.
Reed.
Is that your ECHL team now, Reed?
Wait, who's their affiliate?
Norfolk.
Detroit.
Oh God.
They're mid as hell.
God, I'm sorry. This makes sense. I mean, it should make sense that Norfolk's affiliate should be Arizona, but Arizona's actually doing decent right now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're actually pulling their head out of their ass.
Are they?
Let's Reed. Could you pull up the NHL standings currently?
You did not send me the NHL standings.
I did not. Oh shit.
Hold up, what the hell? The Lakers just got Delangelo Russell.
Yeah, I just saw that.
What the hell?
I don't know. We don't really talk NBA here, but we might as well get the. It's in the room. We already know what we're about to
Yay,
say.
LeBron. Blah, blah.
Woo!
We'll get to that in a minute.
MJ's still the GOAT.
I can
MJ,
do
you go.
NHL standings off my phone.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
let's-
just going to right now.
So
Yeah, let's-
Boston is in first place in the Atlantic, Toronto in
now.
second, Tampa in third, Buffalo in fourth, Florida in fifth, Ottawa in sixth, Detroit in seventh, and Montreal sadly in eighth.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I remember when
Toasty.
Detroit was like mid-pack, and now they're at the bottom.
I've been a
Just like
Montreal fan for a good part of my life, and they have not been good since they moved from the Montreal Forum into the Bell Center.
At least you're not a
It's because
Columbus
they're
fan.
cursed.
It is cursed. They won 26 Stanley Cups in one building, move across the street, and then
Can't
do
win
terrible.
They,
They
probably
turned
built
into
it
a
on
movie
native land.
theater.
That's why they had to get rid of the movie theater and get uncursed.
You
Let's talk
know,
about the best
Dude.
conference, the Western.
that's your personal opinion.
So Dallas is in first place in the Central Division, Winnipeg behind them. Minnesota 3 points back as long as Colorado is there, and Nashville. Then you have St. Louis, Arizona, and then Chicago. And in the Pacific, you have Las Vegas, Seattle, Los Angeles, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, San Jose, and then Anaheim. So not really a big battle in the Pacific.
There's a four-way battle in the Pacific.
I mean, they're 64, 63, 63, 62. I mean, that's pretty close.
That's close. That's like Pacific Division NHL.
Yeah, but
South
Los
Division,
Angeles has
ECHL.
3 more games played on Seattle, and Vegas has 2 more games played. And
Okay,
they're
listen.
still close.
I'm sorry, Jonathan Quick is getting old and has turned into Swiss cheese.
Yeah,
You know,
their ECHL affiliate's not helping them out either, developing players.
Excuse me. Yes, we are. This is our first year. Okay, we were with the Florida Panthers last year. I'm sorry, they suck. We have went to a good team now, and now we are working. Give us a couple years. They keep stealing our players to go to Ontario, and both teams are still winning.
You know, let's take a quick consideration right now for
Shut up, Arizona
the
sucks.
Coyotes.
Shut up, they suck.
They do suck, but they're not in dead last right now. Chicago is in dead last.
They're only 5 points ahead. They're dead last.
I always wanted to play in an NHL arena. I've only played in Nashville's arena. But man, the Arizona Coyotes are literally playing in a college rink on campus in Arizona State.
Yeah, it's very small. It's the second smallest stadium, I think.
Hashtag move the Coyotes.
It's less. It's about 5,000 to 8,000 people. It's small. I
It's
think
an
Winnipeg's
ECL
the smallest
bro.
at 12.
That's an ECHL game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say Atlanta pulled in 7,000 and something this weekend.
We pulled
just for one game.
8,000 for the NASCAR night.
There's an expected, I think currently for the Teddy Bear Toss, it's a sold out show. I don't think there's a single seat. Let's see, how big is that arena?
Hey Tyler, why do the Rangers suck? If you're still watching.
All right, look. All right, as somebody that I'm probably gonna get shit for this.
Actually, let's be serious for a second. Speaking of the Rangers, they got an ungovernable player.
Who are you referring to?
Out here just sticking the shit out of people.
Well, that could be multiple people. Zibanejad likes to do that. Panarin likes to do that.
No, I can't say his last name. His first name's Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sticking the shit out of people the other night. Pretty sure one dude has a concussion. Will you go away?
Yeah, so it's 13,000 people can easily fit in the Gas South Arena. And I'm pretty sure that's entirely sold out.
Yeah, man, Atlanta really needs an NHL team.
Dude,
it's time.
Look, okay.
Again.
See, the market's finally here.
You can take the Glads and move them to Athens and have an NHL team.
You know, honestly, and this is just my take on it, I think we've blown our shot in Atlanta. We've had 2 NHL teams, the Atlanta Flames, or actually 3.
Look at who their owners were.
The Flames, the Knights, and the Thrashers.
Yeah, but the Thrashers had a shitty owner.
They did.
Wasn't it the Hawks owner?
Yes.
Or Hawks previous owner?
The Hawks previous owner.
I think they have a new owner too because of the same shit that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the other 2 professional sports teams in Atlanta that have an actual owner. I ain't talking about the Braves. They don't have an actual owner. Arthur Blank owns the Falcons and the soccer team.
Yeah, Atlanta United's pretty good.
They're pretty good. The Falcons, yeah, we suck.
Nah.
Give us
There's
some time.
potential. There's potential.
We got potential, and now we got money. And from what I heard, the free agents that they're trying to get.
We called it months ago, but I swear to God, if it happens, I'm going to say that we're the first ones to break the news. Lamar Jackson is going to go to the Falcons.
He's not going. He's getting an exclusive franchise tag by the Baltimore Ravens. That means you can't trade for him or do anything.
Damn.
I don't know why people keep trying to say Lamar's coming. We have Desmond fucking Ritter. Let Ritter cook. We need defense and wide receivers. Which
You-
Cordell Patterson's trying to recruit Jesse Bates III from Cincinnati, which we know he's a dog. He can play. Deron Payne from Washington Redskins.
Hell yeah.
Hey, they're the
He-
commies now.
I don't believe in communism.
I don't think anybody
War
does.
pigs.
I'm sorry I contribute to that.
He played at Alabama, and he was good at Alabama, and he's good in the league. We got a new defensive coordinator who's young.
Whew, shit. Sorry,
I'm
guys. That was
excited.
loud.
Arthur Blank needs to call up the Coyotes, but hey, come on over, boys.
I would love to have the Jets back in Atlanta.
Because he's a smart businessman. I mean, look at what he's done with Home Depot.
That's true. But anyways, yeah, we need to we need an NHL team in Atlanta. I don't know if Florida can have two, and Maine. Well, hold up. Yeah, they got two.
They have 1.5.
Okay, just one and a 16th.
I don't acknowledge the Panthers anymore.
Not many people do.
They
like-
screwed us.
You know what? Let's just say for shits and giggles, let's put an NHL team in Alabama.
Let's put
I
it
mean,
in EC.
It doesn't work. I tried.
We got what? Huntsville?
And
got the
Birmingham
Huntsville
has the Bulls in the SPHL, which is the somewhat professional hockey league.
Yeah.
Hold up. I can't find it. I got to find it. We got to talk about it.
Speaking of the FPHL, Reed.
No. The somewhat professional league.
Oh,
The Vermilion County Bobcats.
Yeah, so actually, I have some kind of intel on that.
We could go play for them.
I could, for sure.
I think we all could because they just need players.
I'd be a damn good defenseman. I'd fucking
I don't even
slam
think they
somebody.
would care if you can just show up to the arena and you got a job.
The thing is, they weren't paying their players or staff.
Oh,
I'll get paid anyways. Fuck it.
Reed, I think you'd be a great forward.
I doubt it.
I'm sitting in net. I don't care.
You have to be athletic to be goalie.
Dude,
Yeah,
goalie
I'm
is so
Listen,
fucking hard. Holy
It's because
shit.
I'm fat. Fat boys are athletic. And it doesn't mean you don't have to be athletic. You got to be a fucking psychopath. To have a
Sorry.
damn- to
I'll
have a
take
piece
you
of
on in a
rubber,
stick and puck.
to have a piece of rubber shot at you at like 80, 90 miles an hour, you got to be fucking psychotic.
I mean, they said the same thing about hind catchers in baseball, and I did that for 17 years. But I honestly don't think
Especially,
I would get behind, get in net. I don't think I would ever do that. I would
I
want to
would.
try it, but I don't think I would actually want to sit
Especially-
there all fucking day and get.
All right,
Listen.
here we go. I will provide the equipment. If we get over 200 likes on a next post, we'll figure out a way where I can shoot slap shots at you guys.
fuck it, I'm down.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I'm
Reed,
down.
you down for this?
Yeah.
I
Fuck
just
yeah.
need the
All
neck
right.
protector because I know you're going to aim for my neck.
I got full equipment ready for you.
All right. Do you have XL goalie gear?
Oh yeah.
I need triple X. A little bit more padding.
You could be able to move around.
Our goalie was like 6'6",
Oh fuck, I'm fine then.
260, so
Oh, I'm good. I got the 260 part. Damn, we're
Yeah,
good.
I got the
boys.
260 shit down pat.
Actually, I might have that beat. I might be 270.
262
Ah,
as of yesterday.
luckily for y'all, my slap shot's not that quick. I can only get it up to like 60 something.
oh, we're good. Okay,
mean,
so
If I could follow a baseball, I could follow that.
on one question, if you hit me and I die, you got to fight my boy here.
All right.
Hey, Reed, why don't we talk a little bit about our boy back there in the background? Why don't we pull that up?
So our next guest is going to be none other than Diamond Hands.
The GOAT of defense in the league.
So he plays for the Danbury Hat Tricks. This is defenseman Diamond Hands, Daniel
playing the
Ansbury.
SPHL
Yeah, sorry, I fucked that up when I first did the graphic.
3 times.
Hey, look, I was halfway asleep when I made this one. It's fine. I don't care.
Then you
yeah.
fucked it up and called him Mr. Diamond Hands. Oh my god.
He will be our guest next week. Y'all come on and watch that. I don't, unless y'all want to keep talking hockey. I can't think of anything else to talk about.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
get a
anything as
video
well.
put together for next week for the intro of him
Okay.
just beating the absolute shit out of people.
Deal.
All right, that works. I want a collab of his penalty minutes.
Oh, there's
Bro.
a lot. I looked him up.
Yeah, I did too.
18 games, 260 minutes.
This is going to be great.
And he was suspended for 13 games, one of which is behind me. He got suspended for this photo being posted.
Fuck
I
him.
think I maybe got 100 minutes in 4 years.
Damn. Did you not lay any hits on anybody, or did you just, you know?
Well,
he just tried to trip people every now and then.
yeah.
Get you for that hooking.
Hey, it's all about skating up to the ref and asking for the secondary assist to get on the score sheet somehow.
Speaking of that, did you guys? I don't remember where it was.
Hold up, I almost forgot. I'm glad you said something about refs. I just want to say, personally, from me to the ECHL refs, I want to punch y'all in the face for last week.
You know, I'm going to second that.
Sunday.
I'm going to
Hold up
second that.
$80 and be like, here's your salary for the next 2 weeks.
Because how are you going to sit there and be on defense, skating back to your goal, get taken out, and not get called interference on?
There was so many blown calls Sunday. It was ridiculous.
I'm talking about our game.
Oh, dude, y'all's was just as bad.
Like, literally hit one of our defenders out of the way. Puck goes in. No interference is called. I can go get on NHL 23 right now and do the same shit. Penalty.
Yeah, he called for.
You know how I know? Because I did it.
Another thing. Yeah, the refs suck. I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
Even the NFL refs suck.
I was in the middle of saying it, and then I got interrupted. I don't remember what the hell I was saying.
Something about your game.
But
no,
unless Steve can figure out what he was going to say, hell, I'm cool with calling it.
Well, I guess he left. Well, there he's back.
Anyways, I can't think of what it was. It'll probably come to me in about 20 minutes, which is nothing unusual. So, y'all have a great night. I'm out.
Peace out. Where do your mom
Peace out.
Dude, what the hell is going on?
Trying to keep him out.
Oh.
It's working. Anyways, yeah. Come back next week. Got our guest. Let's call it a night, everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one.